everybody, welcome to Coffee and Conversation with Angela. Happy Monday, guys. We're off into the second week, and really kind of the third, but the second week of 2020. Y'all, how does it feel? Like I'm still adjusting to the word 2020. I hope you have your coffee. I have mine. Yes, I do. And that thing good today. You know, last week I had tea because my throat. And not that I'm all the way, back in my regulars, but we right together today. And I'm glad about it. So I hope you have your coffee settled down, ready to take an introspective look. If this is your first time with us on Coffee and Conversation, y'all look, poke around. Find something that encourages your spirit, your soul, your mind, your body, all that good jazz, and it gets you going and encourages you and helps you to live a happier, healthier life. All right, next. Hey, family. I hope that you all had a fantastic week. I hope that you all did something to kick off 2020 in a great and powerful and wonderful way. I hope that you all are sincerely taking the opportunity to figure out what life you want to live and how to live it the way that you want to live it. All right, jumping right into today's discussion, we're going to dig into, now here's the story, because I give you lessons from my life, and I hope that you all are able to glean something that will help you in yours. So here's the lesson for this week. Y'all, I was defeated by my attitude. Can we say attitude? Y'all couldn't get it together. So I'm not sure if I shared with y'all, but I believe I did at the end of last year that my sister invited me out to go with her to go dancing, black ballroom dancing. So I went. I had a great time and decided to take some classes. So as I'm taking classes, y'all, I like to dance. And those that know me know, I like a little. The girl got a juke on her now. She ready for a juke now. It's it now. Huh? What? It's it now. Because I like to juke. That's what I like to do. And I love a good beat. I love to party. I was never the girl that went to the dances and stood on the wall and looked cute. I was a girl that always left makeup ruined, sweaty, hair flat to her head, honey, clothes wet, done juked for all she was worth. I was definitely that girl. Was definitely not the chick just looking cute. No, she was gonna be breaking it down, breaking it down. So that's just me. So when I decided to do this ballroom thing, it became, the first parts of it has been easy. It's easy to learn. Just easy steps. I got it. Oh, okay, I got you. I could do it. Oh, okay, I'm with it, And even though I'm doing a little bit too much juking because it's classy, so you shouldn't be doing that much movement. It's supposed to be really smooth. And as I'm working on all the things they add to it, everything they throw, okay, you got this, add that to it. Oh, you got this, add that to it. Okay, you got this, and this, add that to it. And it's coming so easily. But like with all things, eventually you're going to get a challenge. And it's not that challenges shouldn't come, because they do. It's a part of life. We talked about last week that if something is hard, you just show it. So what? It's supposed to be. It's okay if it's hard. Doesn't mean anything because it's hard. It's how you handle it. So I'm in class and an instructor comes over, and I'm not sure. They're teaching 2 hard, complicated steps. The class is 2 hours. And the first one I got. Boom. Nail. Let's go. The second one, I couldn't quite catch the step. It was like I was over-rotating, and I still hadn't figured it out. Like I still couldn't get it. So another instructor comes over to our group, and she's prepared to show us. She's working with people, and for whatever reason, she didn't work with me. She chose the girl next to me, and she chose a couple of other people, but she didn't work with me. And I specifically said to her, hey, this is my first time being introduced to this complicated step. Could you please, show me how to do it? She acted like she didn't hear me, like she didn't hear me over the music. I asked her again, In my mind, I have a really loud mouth. So in my mind, there's no way you did not hear me. But so I got a little closer and hey, I need help if you really show me. Again, she acted like she didn't really hear what I said. So by this point, I am irritated because I have, one, paid my money for this class. Number two, you're an instructor of the class. You're one of the many instructors of the class. And if I pay my money, I expect to learn something. And if I'm not getting my money's worth, we're going to have a problem. Now, immediately, after the second time, I immediately said, something's going on here that has nothing to do with me. All you can do is ask for help. So I tried resetting my, okay, I'm not gonna get into whatever's happening with her. If she doesn't want to work with me, she doesn't have to. She doesn't have to want to. We see people all the time and make decisions about people and say, oh, that person, whatever, or oh, she thinks she cute, or oh, he think he fly, or whatever it is that we think about people when we see them that has nothing to do with what they think of themselves. So I said, well, whatever she's thinking, I'm gonna leave that with her. My job is to focus on what I have to do. But I got frustrated because I couldn't get the step and I needed help to get to the next level. And here I felt like was a person with the answer that wasn't willing to help me. Now she was willing to help the girl next to me. She helped my sister who was also in the class. She helped one of my other friends who's also in the class. But the girl would not help me. So when we stopped to take a break, I was like, ooh, I don't know about this class. I might have to stick with my class. This particular class is located a good bit away from where I live. And normally I go to a class that's near my house. And I went to a class that was a good bit of a way because it's a bigger class. And you just get, different things sometimes when you go to different areas. I said, I don't know if I'm going to come back to this class because the energy in here is off. So I decided to try to just power through. I looked at the clock and was like, we got about another 50 minutes left in class. I'm just going to power through today. Mistake number one. That was my first mistake, trying to power through. It never got any better. It only increasingly got worse. So as class progressed, now my attitude is tanking because I'm frustrated because something that's been coming to me easily is now hard, and that's frustrating and challenging within itself. I'm frustrated, and as the day went on, it was like the simplest things became challenging. It got harder. And the things that I could do so effortlessly before and didn't even have to think about it. Like I don't have to think about it. It just happens. Now I have to think about, I'm not flowing. I'm not dancing well with the partners that are available. It's tanking all the way. And so I sat down and said, on my way home, I vented to my sister about class, and then I stopped and thought about, what do I need to learn about this, about me? So what was the first mistake that I made? Number one, powering through. Those of us that are doers, that want to get it done, that believe in get it done and have to get it done, we know the power of powering through. Just get through it. Just push your way through it. That does not work for every situation. And powering through it does not mean that the way you're doing it is a healthy way. Yes, I powered through it, but I had a horrible time in class. The gentlemen that were dancing with me, he wasn't having a good time. It wasn't fun like it normally is. Like me tanking it, tanked it for me. It tanked it for everybody's experience with me. The moment they left dancing with me and would move to another girl, their energy would pick back up. And it would almost be like, whew, I ain't got to dance with her. Now I'm going to dance with somebody that like to have a good time. I could see that happening, but I just couldn't get control of it. So every time I was like, okay, Angela, pick your energy up. And it just wasn't working. What do? What I should have done was, one, I should have taken myself out of the situation. I should have gone to the bathroom, took a couple of deep breaths, maybe said a prayer, a minute meditation, whatever. But I should have calmed down, acknowledged that I was frustrated and that it was okay. That whatever issue the instructor had, why she selected the students that she selected to work with, that had nothing to do with me. I did ask another instructor for help, and I did move on because I'm gonna get my money's worth. That's me. But my attitude still sucked about it. And had I taken a moment to just pull myself to the side, I'm in control of me. I'm in control of how I feel. Had I taken myself to the side for just a moment, I could have figured out what I needed to give maybe I needed to say some words of affirmation. Maybe I just needed a minute to calm down and get a grip and say, this is not life or death. It's not rocket science. We're not curing cancer. We're dancing. That's what we're doing. It's dancing. There's no money on the line. We're not competing for the prize here. Let's just go back in and have a great time. So the first thing I should have done was pull myself to the side and get myself together. That would have helped me to not get stuck. Because here's the thing. I got stuck in it. I realized I got stuck and I made something that didn't have to be an it and it. See, it didn't have to be an it. I didn't get the step. So what? Did I believe I was going to learn how to do this complicated ballroom dance style of dancing and never get a step that was going to be challenging? No, I didn't believe that. That's not even logical. So why did I make it an it? What was the it? I got stuck in some idea of this step is hard. I can't get good help. Da, 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 da. I got stuck in all this internal noise that ended up stealing my focus, and I wasn't able to focus on what was really important. And what was really important? That I learned the step. Because I'm the type of person that attributes money to everything. So if I didn't get the step today, and it takes me 3 classes to get the step, and I'm paying for each class, well, now I'm paying 3 times to learn something I was supposed to learn on one time. Now I paid 3 times to learn something you taught the first day. Class is $12. I'm paying $36 to learn something I could have learned for $12? Absolutely not. Where should my energy and focus be? My energy and focus should be on learning what I'm supposed to learn, not my energy and focus on some arbitrary it that's not even an it and that I'm gaslighting with thoughts in my own head. That's causing me now to become more frustrated and ineffective at learning overall. Waste of $12. Don't make it a thing. Don't waste your energy and focus. If you recognize that it's a situation, pull yourself from the situation. Collect yourself. Take a deep breath. Do whatever it is you need to do. Maybe you need to read. Maybe you need to keep a book in your purse that will encourage you, and you just whip it in your back pocket, in your jacket pocket, fellas, and pull your book out and in your backpack, students. I got a couple of students. Backpack. Reach in your backpack. Pull yourself to the side. Read something that'll get your mind right. Let me pull my mind together in here. Let me get my head together. And then let me go and reconnect and engage with what is happening. All right? I don't want you to make it an it. Don't make it an it. Don't turn nothing into something. Tip number 1. Don't power through. Tip number 2. Stop. Reset. Direct your energy and your focus where it needs to be. And if you can't do it and you didn't do well, forgive yourself. I didn't do well yesterday. It set me off, and it set me off so bad, y'all. I had to come home and I had to figure out some methods to relax because I was all the way set off behind that. It got on my nerves. I was mad because I wasted my money. And I don't want to waste my money. So I wasted my money. No. If you didn't do so hot today, it's okay. Learn from it and do better the next time. All right, guys, that's all I have for you this week on Coffee and Conversation with Angela. Have a fantastic rest of the week. Be blessed.